living. That's why the passion is different. Really don't care if they get it. We're only 3 records in it, and this is just the beginning. I'm home.
Welcome back to Delightfully Dysfunctional Therapist Reacts. Today I am reacting to NF Outro, and this music video carries through a lot of the symbolism that his past music videos and past videos I've reacted to have, with the caution tape, with the white masks, with like different characters coming back. But to me, this really feels like a turning point for NF, and I'm excited because it's like he's welcoming in a new era, is almost the feeling that I have. But the next few reactions might be what actually seals that deal, as I am discovering along, in organic time as we travel down the NF journey. So thank you so much for joining me and for liking, subscribing, and sharing this with others. It's been such a joy to feel deeply with you through his songs and through his artistry, and I hope that you enjoy.
Dedicated, the definition of dedication. Wrote this on record while I was levitating, sitting in my room with the pen and paper. I'm innovative, they've been afraid of me since I was a second grader. I'm the kid on the playground, mama told you to never play, but there's levels of music and I'm in the elevator, going up to the top floor. Look how we elevated, but you don't know the brand by now, you better get educated. Take both of my arms, rip them out the sockets and separate them. Forgive me, yeah, I know I get animated. Don't matter, I still write a better record than yours without a hesitation. Never been more motivated, just look at all the minds I have opened and penetrated. See, I am the voice of all these kids that think things but never say them. That's why they come to my shows wearing the NF hoodies and hats low like we're carrying weapons. Put the controllers away, it's game over. I promise I'm way colder. The fans keep saying that they're hungry for new music. Well, that's pretty convenient because I just made a plate for them. And I don't hear what none of
I love that he takes real pride in getting to be the voice for people, for kids who might not have the words for the things that they're experiencing and feeling. And I think that's really, I just think that's really awesome and cool, is like he's really owning it, and it's a mentorship in a way, to be honest, to be able to describe something so poetically that others may not be able to find with their own words. And that, I don't know, like, obviously his lyrics are just so creative, and I really like some of my favorite parts here. He just said one, fans keep saying that they're hungry for new music. Well, that's pretty convenient because I just made a plate for them. I like that a lot. I really liked, where was the elevator part? That part there, that was really good. Oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to look for the lyrics. Oh, there's levels of music and I'm in the elevator going to the top floor. Look how we get elevated. I mean, it's got such a perfect flow. His lyrics, always golden.
convenient because I just made a plate for them. And I don't hear what none of y'all are saying. I just sit at the keys feeling the music. Got me thinking I'm Beethoven. The game needs a makeover. If you've been waiting, the wait's over. You ain't noticed y'all about to witness a takeover. Yeah, they waiting on me to match the emotion that I had in the last one. What if I don't? They gon' tell me that I'm losing my passion. If I do, am I repeating my actions? Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, they're waiting on me to match the emotion I had in the last one. So it's like, do I match that and then it's going to be the same and they're going to just feel like, oh, you're just giving us more of the same? Or does it, how do I allow myself to have more flexibility in what I get to create? Which I think is difficult. The more that you rise to fame and get a fan base that has more opinions, that seems to be a big theme in a lot of his work, is navigating fame. And this would have been 6 years ago. So, I'd be really curious to understand more of where he's come to that now. I should listen to some more recent interviews with him, but if anyone knows, let me know. That'd be interesting. I find that to be an interesting piece that I notice with a lot of people who gain fame. They're wanting, part of being creative. Creativity means trying new things. And once you get a fan base, sometimes even though there's a blessing in that, I think it can also carry with it a burden of do I have to stay in this lane, or can I stretch? Can I flow? Can I spread my wings a little bit more? Those are some of my thoughts on that section so far.
I do, am I repeating my actions? Yeah, look, how could you leave us as massive? There ain't nothing I could write that'll match that. My biggest fear writing this record wasn't putting out trash. It was disappointing myself in the fan base. Now I want you to picture me. I'm in a hotel rapping, crying on the floor of the bathroom, staring in the mirror of my room, handshaking, playing How Could You Leave Us through the speakers on my iPhone, trying to figure out if I'ma always feel the way that I feel, or maybe someday I can learn to be happy, or maybe I can't be. Cause if the music ain't emotional enough, are they gonna call me a has-been?
I know that that's another struggle of musicians. My husband is a songwriter, and that's something that he's expressed before is like, you know, so much of music comes from a deeply vulnerable and emotional place. And I think many artists, not just musical artists, but, you know, pick your flavor of artist, feels like, am I able to create if I am happy? There's a fear of being happy, and maybe they kind of keep themselves in limbo because they want to have their grip into that deeply emotional world, and haven't really, like, healing requires really fully getting to invite and experience joy. And trauma makes us so fearful of that isn't something we can have. It doesn't allow us to fully live in gratitude and in joy. And that's something he is saying so clearly right there in that section of the song. Trying to figure out if I'm always going to feel this way that I'm not saying it the right way. I'm always feel the way that I feel, or maybe someday I can learn to be happy, or maybe I can't be, because if the music ain't emotional enough, are they going to call me a has-been? Like, my success is now riding on me hanging on to my trauma. What a precarious position to feel internally. What a tricky place.
Learn to be happy, or maybe I can't be. Cause if the music ain't emotional enough, are they gonna call me a has-been? Pain's always been the root of my music. If I cut it off, how am I supposed to keep growing? If I let it go, won't my whole career be in ruins? That's when I realized this whole conversation is stupid. I never cared to impress people that don't even know me. I strike what I feel, somehow it started a movement, trying to enjoy a career, but I don't know how to do it when I spend all of my time being afraid I'm gonna lose it. But then I figured out the reason they follow me, the reason why these fans surrounding me. It's not cause I'm a rap god, I don't need you people to bow to me. All they ever did was doubt me, now everyone's proud of me. Acknowledge me or not, you ain't ignoring the following. I'm just teaching them something they couldn't learn in colleges. This is for the kids feeling like they live at the bottom, and every day of their lives feel like it's darker than Halloween. Yeah, you ain't alone out there, look around you, we got a lot of fans in here. Couple 100,000, that's what we did last year. Listen to intro 3, trying to kill my fear. They'll get that in a minute, we about to shatter the critics. I am a savage, admit it, a lot of baggage I live in. That's why the passion is different, really don't care if they get it. We're only 3 records in it, and this is just the beginning. I'm home. Real music, real music, real music, real music.
Okay, you guys, with those keys he picked up at the end, which would make a lot of sense to me. So I'm going to hope and assume that they were keys. Okay, and this album was from Perception. Interesting. Or this is from the album Perception, I should say. Wow, I feel like this is a real turning point, actually, for NF in what I've watched so far. There was a lot of realization that he was having of, like, what I'm really wanting is to just speak my truth. And if it connects with people, then that's a beautiful thing. Like, I want that opportunity to just, like he said, to teach them something they couldn't learn in college. Like, let me give them this dose of emotion, and I don't have to hold myself hostage in this place. And as he's walking through, then he picks up the keys. Like, to me, that's like, this is the realization of so much of IFS, really internal family systems. It's a type of therapy. I've talked about it before in other episodes, but of realizing I hold the key to my healing. I hold the keys to my happiness. I don't have to feel handcuffed and held hostage to my trauma. And that is expressed in so many different ways for so many people. But here he was feeling his fame and the attention that he'd gotten was even handcuffing him to his trauma and making him fearful of really experiencing joy, and fearing that he wouldn't have the same success. And I think this is really a conversation with also maybe a bit of his ego too, in a back and forth and realizing, well, wait a second, it isn't just fame that you're wanting. That isn't like the number one priority. And also the most important thing that you've enjoyed is the connection with fans, not necessarily the popularity. And there's a difference. There's a huge difference. And that allows then kind of the disillusionment of, I don't have to then be hungry for the approval or be caring then what the critics are saying. I can just be me. I can unlock myself from this. That was really cool. I wasn't expecting that from this song, and maybe I should have. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, obviously. Thank you so much for continuing to suggest and light my way when it comes to NF. I continue to be blown away and be excited about what the next chapter is going to bring. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and it would mean the world as we are approaching our major goal of 10K.
Be there by the time
10K, baby.
Out.
Oh my gosh, that'd be wild. If so, thank you. And if not, like and subscribe.
If we've already surpassed them, tell them to give us ideas of how to celebrate with all of them.
Yeah, how do we celebrate with you? What can we do?
To all of you.
Yes, a thank you for sharing this space with us. It's been so much fun. It's been a journey for both of us. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.